Greetings, everyone. Today is September the 22nd, 2023, and this is technically the second half of the garden tour of the other side of the yard, the front yard. So, I'm letting everybody see what I got going on at the moment. I'm getting ready to rearrange everything in the front. See, my cabbages and my kales are doing well still. I'm getting ready to chop all this basil back. This is all the basil. I'm getting ready to chop all these basils back and collect the seeds, because you see I've let them dry up. So I'm going to be collecting me a lot of seeds from these plants. These are just pepper plants that I put in. It's a couple of them down here somewhere. Pepper plants that I put in with the basil when I started growing it. Here's another one, but it's not doing too well. Doesn't have much going on with it. I'll probably pull it out too. Here's my pots, ready to get some goodness in them. Some basil growing in over there. Another one of my pepper plants, finally getting a couple of peppers on them. And that's a cabbage. And here's another pepper with a kale. Has like 1, 2 peppers on it. They're not all very big at the moment. And here's another kale. And oh, well, I just dropped that down there. So this is a kale, and that's a basil. But I'm getting ready to redo all the basils. I guess I'm gonna have to be redoing that kale too. And no, y'all, I try not to do much editing. I try not to do too much editing to my videos. How it is how it is. If I drop something in the video, then you'll see me drop it. And you'll see me pick it up, some tomatoes that fell off. Look at the tomatoes. Here's another cabbage. And here's some some bok down there too. Some of the lettuce that I had that's growing. Tomatillo. They starting to grow a couple of tomatillas. Here's some of my Napa cabbages. It's amazing how they look like greens before they turn into a cabbage. Here's pepper plant. It's got a couple of peppers on. All these pepper plants got like 1 or 2 peppers on it. My cayenne, looking good. Those are ready to pull, so I'm going to be pulling those too. Some more pot. These are actually cucumber seeds that I put in months ago, and they just germinated about a month ago. Some more strawberries. This right here, all these little plants in here is where my basil seeds fell down on top of the dirt and started sprouting. Some lettuce right there. Some of it I'm gonna have to pull out. Some more pock and bok. I can't remember if this is cabbage or if this is my Brussels sprouts or my broccoli. They kind of all look the same when they're little. Here's another one of my tomatillas. Just trying to produce a little bit. Here's all my greens that I did a month ago. Some of them took, some of them didn't. See that sweet potato down there? There's plenty more down there. I've been checking the sweet potatoes. I haven't pulled my sweet potatoes yet, but I have a surprise to show you all. My sweet potatoes are in containers, and there's some pretty nice size ones. There's some mustard. Here's some more Pak and Bach. Turnip. The corn. I wasn't expecting to do much. I just wanted to see some of my onions and my garlic coming on up. This mint kind of taking over this corn. I'm letting it do what it do. Here's a pepper here that has some peppers growing on it. Got sweet potatoes front down here. I had lemon basil right there. I just pulled it out. Some more sweet potato, another sweet potato bucket down there. The mint. And I was giving some seeds to this from a friend last year. And it's such a beautiful plant, and it's so soft. You wouldn't even believe the texture. I came out a little while ago, and some of my tomato plants had aphids on it, so everything's wet. I washed everything down. I washed the aphids off. Here's radicchio. Here's my cabbages. That Tabasco. Some of the Tabasco is going bad. I got so many of them. And this the one pepper plant that's just really, really producing. Look at all that. So here's a tomato, producing some big tomatoes. But looky here, I planted sweet potatoes under some of my tomatoes. Look at there. I haven't pulled my sweet potatoes out yet. I pulled the ones from out of here. And they was pretty good. They was pretty all right. They're in the house curing. Tomatoes growing on this tree. This plant, I don't know why I keep calling them my tree. Here's some of my mustards. And yeah, as you can see, I got to pop off some of these yellowing leaves. But I'm gonna get this whole area redone and re-cleaned, because I try to make sure that I do that every couple of months. And these peppers look like they're trying to do something, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. This one's not really doing much anymore. This one is starting to do a little something. And this one got a couple coming off the top. Look at the marigolds. Ocean yellow. Looks like this one is trying to produce some more Pak and Bach I have to pull. Wow, look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Some more peppers. I'm hoping these peppers really do something. Another tomato here. And here's a pepper. Here's a tomato down here. It's not doing anything. Those, believe it or not, are cucumber seeds. I had a cucumber that I put in here. And believe it or not, this right here is the cucumber skin. I know it looks like paper, but it decomposed, and when it got wet, the seeds sprouted. I don't know what I don't know what they